So, luck build, parry shield, all the enemies gon' get killed. That's right, that was my really shitty poetry there. So, just don't feel the need to show everybody the very beginning of the game, because I'm pretty sure the noobiest noob in the world could get past the very beginning of this game. My 12-year-old son struggled a little bit, but then again, he is a kid, and this game is made for adults, but he's still done really well. So, if you're an adult and you can't get past the beginning, you suck, and probably no one likes you anyway. And if I offend anyone, well, honestly, I don't care, so bye, don't watch it. I'm kind of just doing this for fun anyways. This is not a guide of how to play. Well, so basically, I started out right at the end of this level. Oh, that was horrible. I'm picking to just go. Fixing to go fight the boss. Because the boss... And this guy does not want to parry. I just don't know what's going on here. It's like his weapon is glitching through mine, or through my shield. Yeah, it's literally glitching right now. That's awesome. And for anyone watching this that thinks you're so hard on Dark Souls, no you're not. No you're not, you're a noob. Because this game is so full of bugs. I have played this game from the beginning of the series, and it's always been buggy, but it's always been a great game. And if you're connected to the internet and you're broadcasting live, that puts more of a strain on the server. And it just lagged a little bit right there, in case anyone saw that. So, yeah, it makes the game struggle. Because the game is a noob. We're gonna put that on. Just because I'm all about that bass. I went there. My wife's sitting next to me and she's like, oh my god. I hate my life. That's the expression on her face. If you could see her face, you would understand. Go over here and target this guy, because nobody likes this guy. Do you know why nobody likes this guy? Because he looks like Gary Busey, and nobody likes Gary Busey. Nah, just kidding. Loved him in Prince of the Tides. It was a really strange movie. It was a good flick, though. However, Mr. Busey, not so much in Predator, brother. Okay, in case you do not know how to beat this boss, literally all you do is pop his pimples. He sucks. You pop his hand pimple. You pop his leg pimple. Then you pop his dick pimple. Once you have popped said dick pimple, you go over here and pop a squat. I guess you're going for a ride. You run over here, you pop his butt pimple. Pop that butt pimple. Then once you have popped his butt pimple, pop that back knee. And he will try to lay on you. Just pop his back pimple. It pisses him off. Attack the hand. For those of you who don't know, it does way more damage to the hand than it does to the pimples. And a lot of people don't seem to realize that. Everybody started going for the dick pimple again. is, but as you can see, he barely touched me once. Besides the ick stuff he sprays out of his rump. Really, really newbie boss. Most of these bosses can be beaten single-handedly. Actually, the very last boss of this game, when we get there, he can be beaten really easily too. Just make sure you level your character, you know, right. Don't scatter too much if you can't play well that way. If you're gonna go for a strength build, I wouldn't put my points anywhere else but like a little bit into dex, and then just strength, vitality, endurance, and health. Like, don't be going, oh, I want a little bit of faith too. Don't do that if you're a new player. It's bad juju. Just don't do it. In the end, you'll hate your life if you do. So, let's see. So he's dead, and now I need to continue to the next place, so I just need to go right over here. And I'm not doing a faith build with this character. The sword I'm using scales an E in faith, so it could be helpful, or I believe it's an E in faith. Either way, I'm not really going to do it because I've been hearing nothing but bad things about faith builds in this one. I haven't actually tried it yet. I have done a strength build, but he's a light strength build. He does not wear really heavy armor. So none of that Havel's armor junk. No Havel tanks here. I tried a dex build. I tried to do like kind of a samurai build using the katanas. I just don't play well that way. I have to do sword and shield or heavy weapon. I'm not big on a whole, you know, thinking you're like Roni Kenshin or anything. I'm just not into Roni Kenshin. Never been much of a samurai anyways. Have not sinned. My curse can be lifted for 3,000 souls, but look, I'm not hollow. So, I'm actually trying to save souls to get the tower key from the Shrine Handmaiden, because I need that key in my life. As you can see, I'm kind of doing a little bit more damage than I probably should be at this level. That's because I got a friend to carry over some equipment for me. Literally, I just had him carry over the sword. And it's a good sword. This character's only level 30. Most of his points went into luck. And so he's a bit overpowered this early on with this sword, even though this sword has a horrible scaling. I don't actually know how much further it will go as far as the scales. I know that skeleton's fixing to get his tail whooped, his tail bone. And you know, just mess with them. See, it's not glitching now. This shield makes parrying a dream. I don't recommend trying to parry too much with some of the more medium shields that are shaped sort of like this, because I've noticed in this game, yes, I can parry with them. Yes, I've seen many players who can parry with them, but they actually parry about 8 frames slower. And that's even in offline mode, so it's no sort of lag. So anybody screaming, "Get your crappy internet!" No, it's probably not. The game's still fairly new. I didn't think he was gonna die. I'm probably fixing to have a really fat dude fall on me. It's gonna hurt my head. But I'll be okay, because I'll own him like this. That's how you own in this game. He gave me rubbish. His mom's rubbish. Okay. basically, the reason I came down here, in case you missed this, or in case you've just, again, never played the game and you're new, and you're just barely starting, you buy a key from the Shrine Handmaiden shortly after you get to this area, if you go back to Firelink, and it's like 1,500 souls, I believe, for the key, and it unlocks a door that was in that sewer where you seen me kill the rats. Okay, now, what it does is it leads you down here, and there's a few little trinkets and treasures, but it actually goes to one of the NPCs. If you are doing a faith build, you want this NPC. She sells all of the miracles, as far as the actual holy, like, lightning-based miracles. So, it's a good place to go, good thing to do if, you know, you're making a faith build. As far as where I'm at now, I recommend... down there is Doom. There's Doom for a new player. It is tons of Doom. You run over here, you kill that one, and run back up is the smart move. A lot of people argue there. They think, oh, it's cowardly. If cowardice is, you know, if bravery includes being a moron, I guess I'm just not brave, because I play this game to where I know I can get through the level. So, you just kind of kill those few little rats. Like I said, if you're new and you just run down here seeing 1 or 2 rats, and you're like, oh, I'm going to take you on, and they come pouring out and you're not paying attention, you might get owned, and that's pretty pathetic to get owned by rats. Nobody wants to get owned by rats, you know, but I honestly, get good. Just get good. That's the best recommendation I can give. Get good or get wrecked. That's just Dark Souls. Here's the NPC. She wants you to touch her because she's creepy, and it's just a creepy moment. She's like, touch me, and nobody likes that shit because it's just creepy. So, anyways, you talk to her, blah 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 blah. You can touch her or you can ignore her. If you ignore her, I believe she will die once you have found her. As long as you don't talk to her and you found her, I don't think anything will happen, but not 100% on that. So if somebody's out there screaming, you don't know what you're talking about, well, no, I don't. So that's why I'm not saying it. Just touch her. You don't even actually touch her. You just kind of like, look, my hand, bitch. And she's like, I can't see it, but cool. She talks. I don't listen. I've been through this game once. I'm sorry if you wanted to hear the dialogue. This is, like I said, this is not a walkthrough. This is no guide. This is me playing and giving helpful tips. This is our bodyguard. He's kind of a douche, to be honest. He makes fun of you for helping her. I didn't come here because I started out with the white branch that makes this giant up here not shoot you in the face with a giant ass arrow. So I had no desire to come up here. There will be a fat onion knight on this elevator. Right there you go. His name is I think it's like Siegward or Siegmeyer. He's very similar to the knight from the first 2 games.
I have to be honest, have you... This myth.
Okay, what you do here is you simply step, and he's apparently an imbecile because he didn't, you know, he's a noob. You get on this one, and if you ride it all the way up, it goes up to the giant. There's no point in going all the way to the damn giant. What you want to do is you want to come right here. He will tell you not to kill that. Why? I don't know. Probably because he's a noob. Basically, let me see if I got anything to throw at this guy. Oh, no, I don't. Looks like I got to go at it 1v1. Okay, so take this off, put this on in case he decides to kick my teeth in. He's a demon, so he's probably going to be weak to lightning. They usually are. Most everything is seemingly weak to lightning again in this game. It's just always been kind of a thing with Dark Souls. homeboy.
No! Well, it's Sunday now. I, Zipper of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side.
Homeboy will damage him and distract him, which comes just majorly handy. If you do not help, what's his face? Basically, just kill this guy. He can do damage. If you're not ready for it, he'll kill you. He will. He really will. He's not that hard of a fight. Homeboy here kind of helps as a good...
performance. But you mustn't get in over your head.
He acts like he's your dad. He gives you beer. He gives you that emote, and right after that, if you talk to him again, he gives you another emote. So, roll over here, and I believe this is, yeah, a large club. And that's the north armor, I want to say. Yeah, there we go. No, that one was a Peltongue, so this one's the north armor. It's the Viking stuff. Yeah, there you go. Northern trousers, northern helmet, northern arm piece. And this is Bob. Bob is dead. Bob is now a tree. Bob's really fucking dead now. Okay. So, basically, this is a shortcut back up. Over here, I think these are like alluring skulls or something. I'm not sure. Don't remember. It's a homeward bone. There we go. Okay, so no need to keep that on. Put that back on. And basically, you're done with this area unless you're after the Chloranthy ring, and I'll show you how to get that. Be brave. A lot of people freak out over that. A lot of people have a lot of trouble with that part. It's not near as hard as you would think. So, don't panic, and you'll be fine. That dude's alive, in case you can't tell. Actually, both of these douche nazzles are alive. And for anyone going to say something about that, I can say douche nozzle. You're one for talking crap if you were talking crap, just to be honest with you. Forget these dogs. This is sound for the experience. They're kind of blowhards. Just pick up what's dropped here. And seeing as I'm out of the lightning pine resin that I gave myself, I'm going to switch to fire. This is C, applies dark to right hand weapon, no big deal. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch here, and I'm just going to pop this out, and I'm going to run over here. One will begin to spell you, one will pursue. You want them to separate, preferably. If they don't, your life may become a living hell. I'm wearing the Hornet ring, so I kind of do a crap ton of damage. They're no biggie. If you're wanting the gear they wear, you just have to farm them. It's kind of cool. It has a really high magic resistance, I believe. Like I said, they're really no threat. A lot of people seem to be scared of these guys, though, or these girls, whatever they are. They're blowhards, honestly, as many creatures in this game are. Just remember, it's Dark Souls. It may not be as it appears. Kind of like some of the illusionary walls. Okay, so basically, you get that little item over there, and you see this little dilly-majigger here, you just fall down on it. And here you go. Voila! You are officially here. You come here. You run. Hold on. You run, you jump, you land here. Oh no, I have taken damage. You flip like a ninja here. Sorry, I watched Redneck Ninja earlier. You pick up the mirror vest. The Chloranthy ring was on the opposite corpse. You come outside. You're right next to the boss door. Believe it or not, you are right next to the boss door. So if you decide to go to the giant early, you can actually skip a fair deal of the level, like a fair portion, just by killing that demon and owning a few little small monsters and some evangelists. And you get the Chloranthy ring, in case you don't know. And it raises your stamina recovery speed. It only weighs 0.7, so it's kind of a great asset to most builds. I'm going to wear it just for right now because I'm not really doing anything else. Usually I rock like Lloyd's Ring, Ring of Favor, Prisoner Chain. Probably not going to do all of that with this character. The Ring of Favor will always be in my builds. A lot of people hated on that in the first one. Well, guess what? No one likes your builds anyway. Because it keeps me from having to spend too many points on health, and I'm just not about that. I can increase my character's combat strength, or I can make him healthy. He's a video game character. Who gives a shit about being healthy? And, you know, Farmer Fran, he lit a pot another day. Okay, you know, if you've seen The Water Boy, sorry for the reference, but still, it's hilarious. The fat lady will sing, by the way, folks. She's gonna start laughing first, but she will sing. The dog's gonna try and bite you. It has rabies. It did get its shots. Homeboy's gonna try to poke you. She's gonna try and give you a flaming hug of jelly rolls. She will stop. Basically, she'll read the Bible at you. And she'll be like, "Death upon you!" And she sends this swirling ball of nut fleas at you. And, yeah. That's the fleas of 1,000 camels, folks. She reads the Bible and wishes the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your crotch, and that you may have no hands to scratch with. She's dead. She's owned. And yay, bye fat lady. Okay, here we go. So this area is completed, actually. Unless you want to join the Covenant, you can do that later. I didn't do it. I have joined it with my other character and maxed out. Honestly, not really worth it in my opinion. The swords, you get a sword actually. It's a katana to be exact. It's called Bloodlust, I think. Bloodlust, Blood Rage. And basically, you give it a bleed effect, or you make it do extra damage. I'm not sure. He stabs himself. He does like the whole traditional harakiri kind of thing. And he's like, I don't like myself, so... That's what happens when the big guy drops the load of pot on you, you know. Oh, looks like that invader got dead. Okay, so this area is complete. I'm gonna head back to Firelink. Apparently I heal randomly. I don't know why. I don't think any of my armor heals me. I'll have to check that out, actually. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so... not seeing anything. I still don't know. Does this heal you? No? Nope. Perhaps it's this? Huh. I don't know. Maybe there's a health regeneration I never noticed in this game. That would be strange. Play through all three of them and never notice that they have a health regen effect. Sounds like something I would do. Okay, so basically do this. Went to the last bonfire I rested at. But that's it. I'll be right back. So give me just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Go ahead and just start here, not waste another homeward bone. And head back to Firelink Shrine. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, level up, level up, level up. I'm not leveling up. I'm buying the tower key. You can kill the NPC that I saved a moment ago to get the key, but it's not really worth it. If you're doing a faith build especially. So basically you run over to the annoying old lady that sits right here that nobody likes. You purchase item and she has it right here. Tower key. 20,000 souls. There's the grave key that goes to the sewer in case you've never played the game. And you're just starting and you're trying to figure it out. Maybe you don't check the shop 24/7. That's how you get the lady that sells the miracles. So buy the tower key. Always wave hi to the firekeeper. In case you didn't know that, she does respond to your emotes. That seems to be a little hidden Easter egg there. For some reason, let me know if anyone else has this issue. I always just point at this and it decides to dissipate. Like, shortly after I point at it. Literally. See? Otherwise, I have literally stood there for high as 10 minutes and it won't dissipate until I point at it. I don't know if that's a thing, and I just don't know it's a thing. But it's kind of annoying. You know, there's no boss here. You can't be invaded here. Why does it close off? Okay. Everyone is under a misconception about this. This either A, happens after certain bosses, or B, every time you kill a dark invader or a dark spirit, you should get a seed of the tree giants. Or a seed of a giant tree, excuse me. That's how you typically get that, is from invaders. It has really nothing to do with the boss. Like I said, there are a few you can kill and get one. My first playthrough, I wasn't totally sure about that, and I think I might have gotten 3 or 4 the entire playthrough from bosses. Now, I did notice that I kept getting them from invaders, but yeah. So, okay. So what we have going on here is you jump down, and what you see below me, that soul, that is the Firekeeper's armor. It's honestly a matter of opinion. If you really want that, go for it. It's just a dress. It's kind of garbage, to be honest. So, go up here, and this will be one of the last things I show you. After you get to the very top of Firelink Tower, there's this corpse. On this corpse, if you look at her, and yes, it's a her, you can kind of tell that by just in general configuration or structure of the corpse. It's a lady, it's a Firekeeper, she has Firekeeper soul. What that is for, you cannot bust it in this one. In the first one, you could break them for several humanities. In this one, humanity's not a thing, it's embers. You cannot break it. I don't even think you can sell it, honestly. I'm not sure about that one, though. You give it to the Firekeeper, and she can heal your hollowing. So, if you decided to be that guy and go get hollowed, she can fix your problem. Basically, run off here, jump, don't miss like a noob, or you'll take a lot of damage. I missed like a noob. Not afraid to admit that. If you're like, I can get it every time, good for you. And in this pile of more dead Firekeepers, and yes, this is not the guys out in the Cemetery of Ash, these are dead Firekeepers. You can tell solely because they are all blindfolded, where their eyes have been cut out. And for those of you that don't know that part about Dark Souls, all Firekeepers have no eyeballs, except the ones in 2, and that was bullcrap, and they weren't Firekeepers, they were posers, which is why I always killed them. Master stuff, I whooped his... Okay, run back in here. You kill them, you see that they are hollows in robes. Those are actually Grave Wardens. They are not Firekeepers, I repeat. So, for those of you who thought you've been running around killing hollowed Firekeepers, no, you're wrong. And just, you're wrong. So, yeah, that's all good. Talk to her. Give Firekeeper soul. Yes.
This is much like what lies within me. Then let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both Firekeepers after all. Forgive me, sister. May the flames guide.
Okay, heal the Dark Sigil. For me, it costs 33,252 souls.
Farewell now.
Which is something I don't have right now. But now you're going to be like, oh, you can't level up. You suck. No.
Good answer.
He has nothing to give because he's a noob and nobody likes that guy anyway. You can, however, come up here in case you missed this part too, because apparently a lot of people have missed this part. Give him the kiln you get from the tree. Begin the transposition. You can talk to him. He sells all kinds of different items that can be made with boss souls. Personally, I'm not making any of them. He can stick his boss souls in his boss hole. And yes, I go to the inventory to do this because it's actually quicker than equipping them and steadily pressing square or X if you're on Xbox. Yes, I will use the soul of a boss. If you don't like people using the soul of a boss, well, I don't like your face, so we're even. But anyways, first broadcast, not going to continue with it. Just kind of wanted to test this out, see what kind of feedback I get. And see you later. Hope you liked the video. Your microphone is switched to the headset connected to the controller. Okay, blah 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 blah. Why are they not working?
Broadcasting is when you're playing and they're watching it. Video clips is what you upload. Like right now, if somebody's watching you play, they can hear me talking.
We'll see.
Yeah, you're broadcasting. Watching it. Video clips is what you upload. Like right now, if somebody's watching you play, they can hear me.
Okay.
So delete all those.
I'm doing to.
Let's stop broadcasting.